Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at what happens when we answer one of the questions related to the present perfect continuous with the answer no. Remember that we need 3 yeses if we want to use this particular piece of grammar. So, I'm coming back to my 2 doctors, Sam and Sarah, and I tell the students that they met before they were doctors. And say, when did they meet? And they say, okay, they met in 2009. Okay, and I say, after you meet somebody, you meet them, and then what verb do we have? Now, it's a difficult question, and not all students will get this, but the word that you're looking for is know. You meet someone, and then you know them. Okay, so let's put our 3 questions to the test here. So, is it true now? Well, yes it is. They still know each other. Are we interested in how long? Yes, we are. But is it an action verb? No, it isn't. The verb know is a state verb, and we cannot use state verbs with continuous tenses. So, what do we do? Well, in this case, we go to the present perfect. Okay? So, think about it. I want this information in one sentence, using the present perfect. Hopefully, you should have got Sam and Sarah have known each other since 2009, or we can say for 9 years. Okay, so we're using the present perfect if we are using a state verb. Alright, again, I can show you the negatives, and the rule would stay the same. So Sam and Sarah haven't been, I'm coming against my previous example, but haven't been dating. Nope, sorry, haven't been, we are friends for very long. Again, something non-specific here is much better. Our questions, we've got, have they been friends for very long? And again, something non-specific, but the best question, I put a little star there for you, is to use how long. How long have Sam and Sarah, I'm being lazy now because I'm running out of space, how long have Sam and Sarah known each other? Now, one of the things I like to talk about with grammar, and this is useful if you're watching as a teacher or if you're watching as a student, the first thing you learn is how to use the grammar. So you learn the structure, subject, have, been, verb and ing. Okay? Then you learn the difference between 2 tenses. So you've got present perfect continuous and present perfect. But the part where students, I find it most difficult is when can you use this in your everyday life? If you learn a piece of grammar but you don't know when you can use it, then it's useless. So, present perfect continuous and present perfect are fantastic for follow-up questions. Sometimes what happens when people are not English speakers, native English speakers, they have a conversation with somebody and it becomes like a tennis match. So it will be, hello, how are you? I'm fine, how about you? I'm fine too. What do you do? I'm a policeman. What about you? I'm a teacher. And it's very, very boring, very repetitive. One thing that you've got to do when you're having natural conversation is to develop that. And these are brilliant for that. So it might be, hello, how are you? I'm fine, how about you? I'm fine. That's a general introduction to a conversation. And we'll talk about that at a later date when we talk about, I'm fine, thank you, and you? Like a talking textbook. But that's how you'd introduce your conversation. Then you say, what do you do? And this person says, I'm a policeman. Now, at this point, you should ask a follow-up question. So you could say something like, how long have you been a policeman? Or, how long have you been working as a policeman? And that person then says, I've been working as a policeman since 2005. You say, oh, really? Do you like it? And you develop that conversation. And when you don't have any more questions, you can wait for them to ask you a question, or you could change the subject. So one more example, it might be, are you married? Yes, I'm married. How long have you been married? You're asking that follow-up question. You're asking for more information. You're developing the question. You're developing the conversation a lot more. So the next time you are in a conversation, if you're a student, with an English person, or if you're just talking to a classmate, practice using this to ask follow-up questions and to make the questions and the conversation a lot more interesting. That's it for today. Take care.